Welcome to Gluten-Free Kitchen Cafe. No gluten, no rice, no wheat, no corn, no grain. Let's cook. Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies. This is one of the first things that I made when I learned how to cook gluten-free because I absolutely miss having warm chocolate chip cookies from the oven. This is a great recipe. You are going to love it.
Yeah, you're not gonna...
So this is the list of ingredients right from the back of the bag. The only difference is cassava flour is 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup of regular flour. It's time to set the oven to 375 degrees. First, we're going to mix all of our dry ingredients in one bowl. A quick word about my Patreon. There's only one tier. Everyone gets all the recipes, tips, tricks, and access to all giveaways and contests. It's only $5 a month. The link will be in the description below. Thank you. Next, we're at Grandma Eddie's mixer, and what we're going to do is we're going to cream the butter and the sugars together. Start with the mixer between low and medium, or else you are going to fling butter all over your kitchen. Once the butter starts to look fairly creamy, start adding your sugar a little bit at a time. At this point, your white sugar and butter should be fairly incorporated. So now we're going to little by little start adding our dark brown packed brown sugar. You can turn the mixer up a little bit higher between medium and fast. It should really start to get creamy now. Just adding 1 or 2 tablespoons of brown sugar at a time just to make sure everything gets incorporated really nicely. At this point, you might want to scrape down the sides of the bowl with a spoon or a spatula. And this is about what your creamed butter and sugar should look like now. We just have a little bit more brown sugar to add. the brown sugar, and next is going to come the vanilla. Just remember to keep scraping down the side so everything gets mixed up really well. Now it's time to crack your large eggs in one at a time. One more egg is going to add a little bit more moisture to your pre-batter. We haven't added the dry ingredients yet. I've got my mixer on between medium and high. Everything should be looking just like this, incorporated and frothy. Now it's time to start spooning in the dry ingredients. Don't add all the ingredients at once because you will have a dust cloud in your kitchen. I promise you. At this point, it's getting pretty thick. So if you have to take the mixer off and kind of hit it against the bowl to get the dough to drop, that's okay. You'll probably do it a few times. As you can see, the dust cloud has started to appear. Don't worry, it's pretty easy to clean up with a wet paper towel. If this is what your batter looks like, you're doing a great job. This is exactly what it should look like. It's all going to get incorporated. After you've added all of your dry ingredients, take off the mixer, shake all the dough off that you can, grab a spoon and go ahead and scrape down the sides of the bowl because we're about to add our chocolate chips. You are going to have to put some elbow grease into this. So we're going to use the whole bag of these chocolate chips. Just dump them in. You can dump them in from the bag. I dumped them in with the measuring cup. It doesn't matter. Either way, however you want to do it. At this point, I recommend using a big wooden spoon to mix all this batter up. Actually, I couldn't do this, so my husband mixed it up for me. Next, grab your cookie sheets. I used 2 and grab 2 spoons and some parchment paper. Don't use wax paper. You don't want to bake with wax paper, only parchment paper. With the 2 spoons, what you're going to do is grab some dough and then you're going to kind of shape it into a sort of egg shaped and put each ball of dough on the parchment paper on your cookie sheet. Make sure that they are not touching. This recipe, they're not going to spread too much. You're going to have nice, big, chunky chocolate chip cookies, but just make sure that they're not touching. I ran out of room on my cookie sheets, so what I did was I grabbed a big cupcake cookie pan and I just put the dough at the bottom of each cupcake hole. It worked out great. Now it's time for everything to go into the oven. My oven runs a little bit hot, so if yours does too, I recommend turning the temperature down by 10 degrees. Keep an eye on your cookies. If you feel like they're done before your timer goes off, check them and bring them out. I'm setting my timer for about 8 minutes. And here they are, and they turned out fantastic. You can freeze them and then just reheat them in the microwave. If you have missed eating chocolate chip cookies, you don't have to anymore. This recipe is wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for watching. Remember to click like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I post 2 to 3 videos a week. See you soon.